There are a lot of games on Roblox, but not all of them are good. In fact, I don't think it's crazy to say there's more bad than good on the platform. That's why I've taken it upon myself to find the best games on Roblox. In this series, I'll be looking over games that pique my interest and rating them to find out whether it's worth your time or just some more mindless slop on the front page. And to make these ratings as fair as possible, I've come up with 5 different factors. What is the game about? Is it an interesting game with good ideas, or is it just a pay-to-win cash grab? Is it an enjoyable experience? Did I personally have fun playing the game, or was I bored out of my mind? Is it of quality? Does it run smooth and was it put together with care? Or does it just seem like it was thrown together with no quality control? Is it replayable? Would I come back to the game or never touch it again? And because Roblox is all about playing with friends, the last thing I'm looking for is if the game is enjoyable with others. Would I have fun with friends, or is it just not worth it? I will be using this criteria to rate the games out of 5. Each factor counts for 1 point, but if there's some gray area, there's a chance it could go for half a point. I also want to mention that if there is lore included in the game, that immediately counts as a bonus point because lore is cool. With all that being said, here's my rating on The Moon Wakes Up by Alante Joe 2010. So first things first is the gameplay. Upon spawning in, I was immediately greeted with a whole bunch of chaos and shaking before my shoddy computer could even fully load into the damn thing, which already gave me a good sense of what this game was going for, a crazy chaotic mindfuck. And I love me a crazy chaotic mindfuck. But unfortunately, that's not what the game delivered on. As soon as the game stopped having a seizure, I made my way towards the moon and I thought I'd have a hard time getting there given all the falling satellites, but my small little monkey brain realized that if I just stick to the edges, I'd be immune to all the falling debris. After I collected a sample of that sweet moon juice, I was directed toward the saddest looking warehouse, where I had to insert it into some big ass pink tubes. This is when I realized that all the game was is collecting shit and then putting that shit into bigger shit. But I wanted more. My animalistic tendencies wanted to break away from the herd and go out on an adventure. So I climbed the moon to find out what was on the other side. And what did I find on the dark side of the moon? Was it aliens? Was it Vector? Was it Jeffrey Epstein? No, it was some random fuck ass structure in a coked up spaceship. Of course, that didn't stop me. I wanted to go above and beyond the stars, so I hopped in that spaceship and awaited the journey of a lifetime. Unfortunately, the pilot was a complete NPC who was going nowhere, so I went ahead and killed myself. Upon being given a second chance at life, I materialized my own spaceship and once again set out for the stars. This time, I found a fucking space bridge, so you know I had to go and see what that was all about. It actually surprisingly did something and took me into another game where I found out that this game actually has lore? What the fuck? Either way, it doesn't really add much because you can barely even hear the dude talk. And holy shit, is that a giant fucking tit? And is it giving birth? Hold on, this might be peak. No, but seriously though, I do like the attempt to add lore into a game like this, but it just kind of wasted my time because I really couldn't hear what bro was saying for the most part. After that little side mission, I was sent back to Earth like nothing ever happened. But I wasn't done. I needed more. I needed to explore the cosmos, for real this time. I hopped back into my favorite rocket ship and just like the little Einsteins, I was zooming through the sky, ready to take on the universe. And all I found was some more fucking moon juice, bruh. Feeling disappointed and defeated, I was ready to end it all. I took my sorry ass back to Earth in time to witness the extinction of our species as we know it, and nothing happened. I somehow survived the moon crashing into the earth, and with nothing left to do, I took my leave. And that was my experience with The Moon Wakes Up. I honestly didn't enjoy the game that much once I realized it was just a glorified simulator. I tried finding other ways to play the game, but it didn't really offer much but the most silent lore dump with a giant titty as a backdrop. I was hoping the other planets would include some more interesting lore or more gameplay mechanics, but it was sadly just the same shit. And the moon definitely wakes up, but he doesn't leave much of a threat since it seemed like everybody survived the impact. No points for enjoyability or gameplay. Now, the quality is interesting because I can tell the creator, Alante Joe 2010, definitely put some effort into this game, but they're clearly new to the game developing scene as everything seemed pretty amateurish. But I won't bash it too hard because I can tell he tried his best to make an interesting game, especially with the added lore. I think that was pretty good. So it'll get half a point for quality and a full bonus point for lore. And I think it goes without saying that I won't be coming back to this game given I didn't enjoy it that much the first time around. Now, if it were to get updated with more things to do on the other planets and doing some more with the lore, then I think it would definitely be worth checking out again, but I just don't have my hopes up for it. Even then, I don't really think this is a good game to play with friends either because there's not too much teamwork incorporated into the gameplay. So, I'm going to have to give it a 0 for replayability and playing with others. Overall, this game gets a 1.5 out of 5. It's a nice little game, but there's just so much better on Roblox nowadays. I personally would not recommend The Moon Wakes Up. Now, please remember that this is just my opinion, and if you think otherwise, please let me know in the comments as long as you are civil about it, because I don't want no crybabies up in my shit. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.